All right, sound speeds, camera is rolling. We're here for HYPNOPOD number 5 with our special guest, Marina Adams, fashion model extraordinaire and a good friend of ours. And you are our first female guest.
Honored to be that. Thank you.
We had 4 dudes. I said, it's time to bring in some female infusion. How does it feel to be the first female guest?
It feels good. I am honored to begin the infiltration of women to the podcast.
I think that from now on, we should only do women.
Yeah.
No men.
Yeah.
I mean...
Men suck.
Men suck. And I'm just a host. I'm not really a guest.
Yeah, you're going to be here regardless, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to be here. And I think that it'll help the views, of course.
Of course.
Okay, so let's start off basic outline. How we met. You came down to LA maybe like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were doing a photo shoot at one of my locations I was renting out. And you were so kind. You just started talking to me. And I said, hey.
I'll talk to anybody. I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? Because especially in LA, there's so many people that are in the industry or in really interesting people that you meet out and about that you just want to connect with or talk to. And that's how we met. And then you're like, oh, I do this podcast. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'd love to be a part of it. I listen to podcasts and I've been on podcasts and here we are.
Yeah, we're here. And most of the time when I rent out locations, talent never talks to me.
Oh, yeah.
And you were the one of the only people that ever came up to me like, hey, how's it going?
Oh, that's how I sound. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. How are you doing? And then we hit it off. And first thing you ever showed me was the picture of, let's see, the star right here, Peach.
Yes, this is my partner in crime, my PIC and VIP, Peach.
Peach, and you showed me a picture of Peach.
Yes.
And that was the first thing you ever showed me. You came to me with a phone. You said, this is my dog. That's how you sound. But you said, this is my dog.
That's honestly like a very accurate depiction of most of my interactions throughout my life. So I'm glad to tell people how I will come up to them and just show them a picture of my dog.
And it was on your phone. It was on your camera, your, what do you call it?
Screensaver.
The screen, yeah.
Yeah.
When you first turn your phone on. Mine was my cat.
Oh, yeah.
And we bonded over that.
Yeah, because you have a tuxedo cat, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I always show off the tuxedo cats.
Yeah.
And the photo shoot, how did the pictures turn out? I never get to see any.
It was good. It takes a long time sometimes to get them back, but once I get them back, we should put them on the podcast. And
yeah. Maybe I could put it like right here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll ever.
No, I don't know. Sometimes you never get the photos back. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, that's same with a lot of the films that, because I rented my family's homes out, like maybe 300 different projects.
Wow.
And I rarely get to ever see anything.
If you guys hear the tapping, it's Peach kind of running around.
We're going to call this, we name every podcast. We're going to call this the Tippy Taps.
Tippy Taps.
The Peach Chronicles.
The Peach Prance.
Yeah, and so you model quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And you've been modeling for how many years?
I want to say probably like over 5 years, like maybe like 6 or 7. Honestly, I forgot. It happens when you're born beautiful. You just...
Yeah, I completely could totally understand that. And with wait, hold on, we're getting a call from one of our listeners. Has a question for you. They're asking, do you ever get nervous before a photo shoot?
All the time, but I think it's a lot of the nerve is just in your head, and once you get there, it's fine. But a lot of the time, just getting there and getting to the process of being in the photo shoot is kind of nerve-wracking sometimes, especially if it's maybe something a little more scandalous or something kind of outside my comfort zone. But it's fun, and it's always something that is really, I'm kind of blessed to do. So I really enjoy doing it.
And do you ever want to go beyond modeling, let's say get into film or other interests?
Yeah, I would love to get into films, except I did a casting call for a film, and it turned out to be a porn film, and I don't want to be in that film industry, no offense to them, but it just was not for me. So I was like, oh, I have to respectfully decline this opportunity, but it seemed nice at the time.
So you went into this room and it was just a couch and a camera.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they sent me an email and they're like, oh, come to this like audition. And sometimes auditions are at people's houses, so I didn't think much of it. I'm like, oh, whatever. And then I go and it's like very clearly like a so I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, yeah, I got another call. I got to.
Yeah, like, oh, my dog died. I have to go.
My dog.
My fish died.
You ever thought of actually being the camera person, photographer? I mean, if you're around photographers, you're like, hey, maybe I should be a photographer.
Yeah, I like taking pictures, and
Yeah.
I get very frustrated because I always have a vision in my head of pictures that I want to take for my Instagram, and no one that I know is capable to like take them. So I get very frustrated, and I'm like, why can't I just have like two of me, like one to take the photo, like you were setting up, like I could have someone to set up the podcast and then me like do the podcast. But
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And how's your Instagram doing? Is that,
It's good. It's
Yeah?
being in LA,
Growing.
it's really interesting because you kind of network on Instagram too. Like I'll go through like the geotag and like random pictures, and then people will follow me. Here, a makeup artist, photo shoot. Random people that I'm friends with now. I've met some of my friends that I'm friends with out here on Instagram. So it's kind of like a networking tool. It's really fun.
And I have to just say, this is a little side thing. I do appreciate whenever I post on Instagram, you're one of the first people to like my
Oh, really?
posts.
Oh,
And I appreciate that because a lot of friends
Yeah.
that I have, they'll just keep scrolling. And you're always nice enough, just like that first time we met. You're always nice enough. You're kind.
Thank you.
And you always like my... and I always try to pay forward, but
Yeah.
I haven't been on Instagram a lot. So
Oh, it's fine.
I missed your last probably 10 posts.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Let's talk. You studied fashion,
Yes.
and how many years ago? Like, what is fashion school about? Tell us a little bit more about what you learn in fashion school and how all that goes.
Yeah, so I went to LIM College. It's I think it's a private college in New York City, and it's basically talking about business of fashion. So when most people hear fashion, they think fashion design, and I went to school for visual merchandising, which is basically when you go into a store, you see like their window display or like the way that the store is laid out, the way that products are displayed to be sold, and that's a very important part. My mom's Italian, so I talk with my hands a lot. We go into a store and we kind of subconsciously think like, oh wow, this is displayed really nicely, I'm going to buy it. Versus like if you go into like maybe, no offense to Ross, I love Ross, but it's not merchandise great. It's like thrown everywhere. But then you go into like a nice store, like maybe, I don't know if you're familiar with like Aritzia or like a Louis Vuitton or something like that's like a main focus part of the store.
Yeah. Ross during, since you brought up Ross during the holidays
Yeah.
is somewhere you do never want to go.
No, the line there's one cashier, there's stuff all over. You like
don't
buy
understand.
snacks in the line because you're like, I'm going to be here for 5 hours. I'll buy a thing of pretzels that's probably expired, but it's...
I don't understand it. I don't understand why they don't have set. Like, hey, you go to Marshall's, for example. Marshall's has got their shit down.
Yeah.
They have that thing's moving. There's like a number
Cashier
4.
number 5,
I mean,
please. Yeah.
And aren't they the same owner, or is it not?
I think
TJ
Ross,
Maxx.
it's TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, Home Sense,
and Ross is
and
the same.
Sierra Trading Post.
Yeah, you could tell if Marshalls and Ross were associated, they would not be having that problem.
No, I
Like,
think, yeah.
I'm gonna save $10 on a T-shirt, but I'm gonna wait 3 hours to get
Yeah,
it. You know,
but I do love Ross. No hate to
I do.
Ross.
Yeah, no hate, but-
Everything, I get a lot of home decor, good prices, candles.
candles.
Love Ross.
Oh yeah, candles. And if you want bedding and towels and stuff, and stuff that nobody else wants.
Yeah. No, but I like it. I found Harley Davidson stuff at Ross.
Oh yeah, you'll find
Yeah.
a lot of Harley Davidson stuff.
Yeah.
And so, do you ever want to design clothes, fashion wise, or are you not into?
Not
fashion?
really. I mean, designing is very technical and
Yeah.
very like people who are designers are like, I feel like that's like their whole life. Like they grow up sketching and swatching and sewing, and that was like never my thing. Like I love wearing clothes and I love shopping, but designing was never like, maybe I'd want to like design a purse or something because I love purses, but
Little accessories and
Yeah.
stuff, maybe jewelry, or no.
I don't wear jewelry.
No, you don't. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome to the
same.
No Jewelry Club.
Yes.
I've never. You're like 5 feet. On the wide cam, the failed.
We made contact.
We made contact.
It was good.
We made contact.
It was good.
Oh, so no fashion. So okay, I have like a guilty. What do they call it? Guilty pleasure?
I like your shirt though. That is
Oh
cool.
well, thank
like
you. I don't think we could see it.
Yeah, now he's got Nashville on one side, and then Free Babe Punk.
Something. It's like it's a.
Did you get it at Ross?
I think it was Marshalls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Marshalls.
One of our favorite stores.
Because I've gone to Ross a couple of times in the last month or two, and I that line was so long, I just said nope.
Yeah.
I noped my way out of there. And so yeah, a guilty pleasure, Project Runway.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah. And I don't tell my guy friends, and this is just between us, right?
Yeah, yeah. No one's watching.
Nobody's watching.
No.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. And how they design stuff and
yeah, they're really creative. I actually this is weird because I feel like I'm in fashion, but I don't even watch Project Runway.
Yeah.
But I do I know of it and I know but it's also really creative. I watch have you ever heard of America's Next Top Model?
Yeah,
I've watched that. It's kind of the same, but it's girls crying and they're I'm posing in a Arctic Circle for 10 hours with no clothes in the middle of the winter, and that's same with Project Runway. I'm creating a dress out of water bottles or something, so it's very creative and it's cool. And fashion is very I also watch a lot of the behind the scenes kind of shows about fashion, and it's it's so fashion is so cutthroat and so sink or swim kind of mentality, and it's very everyone for themselves.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And so let's get into you originally were born in Russia.
Yeah.
And what age did you come to United States, and where did you move to first when you came here?
So I was born in Russia, and then I came here when I was I don't even know, but I was a baby, so I was pretty young. So I'm pretty much American. I don't speak Russian, unfortunately. Oh. But my parents and I lived in New Jersey, and they still live there, and I love it. I love growing up on the East Coast, but I always thought growing up that I wanted to live out here. So now I'm here, and they're still there. But it's I love the East Coast. It's just where'd you find this tennis ball?
Hey, you got a tennis ball. Oh
my gosh.
This is for the wide camera. Here we go.
No, she loves those, the little ones.
It's a little it fits in their mouth.
Yeah, no, that's her literal favorite toy.
Oh,
you had my favorite Luna bar. You had Peach's favorite toy. You did your research. You went through my Instagram.
I did go through your Instagram.
Yeah.
Borderline not stalking it, just for anybody.
For facts, yeah.
Just to get some background, And so you lived in New Jersey and New York. Mm-hmm. And Jersey Shore question, the show.
Yeah.
How realistic is Jersey Shore compared to actually living in New Jersey?
I mean, New Jersey is kind of similar to California, where there's a lot of areas, just like how Beverly Hills doesn't represent all of California. Yeah. There are parts of New Jersey where people are I'm going to drink my water, smoke my cigs, cousin, especially Italian American. Part of my family is Italian American. So, but I mean, it's a definitely a characterized.
There's not a lot of Guidos.
No, I mean there are some. Don't get me wrong. If you go to there are the actual clubs in Jersey Shore, like Karma and places like that. I've never gone, but I mean there are people like Staten Island, New Jersey that act like that, or it's also I look at it that's my family, that's my home. So I look at it good, but I do miss the Italian food. That's something, the bagels and Italian food. But I do shout out to Yeasty Boys here in Los Angeles. They're the best bagel that I found out here so far.
Yeasty Boys.
Yes.
Yeasty Boys. I have not heard of Yeasty Boys.
Yeah, they're really good. They're parked outside Alfred on Melrose, and they're the best bagel that is compared to New York. So I
shall try it. I shall try it.
So
and
good.
You said one side you're Italian on one side. What's the other side?
My dad is Romanian.
Romanian.
Yes.
Wow, Romanian Italian.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a perfect union.
Yeah.
I'm 100% Armenian as far as I know.
Yeah. Do you speak Armenian?
I do speak Armenian.
Do you know what's the word for Easter?
Oh my God, I've totally.
Zadig.
Zadig.
Yeah, because I used
to
to work at Zadig and Voltaire, and this guy walked in. He's like, Zadig means Easter in Armenian. I'm like, oh, so that's my one Armenian.
You remind me.
Oh my God, sorry, Peach.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, sorry.
Zadig, yeah, Zadig.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have if you had not said Zadig. I would have never said Zadig. Yeah, we call it Zadig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to say if you spoke Russian, that would be nice because a lot of Armenians speak Russian.
Yeah, I know it's like very similar. Like right now I work in Glendale, so there's obviously a lot of Armenian people, and they'll obviously ask me like, "Oh, do you speak Russian?" I'm like, "No."
And they do the act of, "Do you speak Russian?" I'm like, "Hey."
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh no." But then like also sometimes if a random man will try to talk to me and I don't want to talk to him, not yourself because you were very nice, but I'll be like, "Oh, I don't speak English. I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Dogecoin here.
Yes.
Peach, the Dogecoin.
Yes.
Anybody who
But
wants
to the
get
camera.
Okay, turn around.
Come here. Be professional. This is a workplace.
If anybody wants to invest in cryptocurrency, get the Dogecoin, of course. I got it back in the day, and I sold it before it actually exploded.
Yeah. Elon Musk has the same dog.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Elon Musk has the same dog. The creative director of Fendi, or no, he works for Fendi, has a Shiba, and then Eminem's daughter has 2 Shibas.
They're extremely popular now.
Yes.
And they're model dogs.
Yeah, she is a model, and she's really beautiful. Like, people come up to me on the street and just tell me, like, your dog is beautiful. I'm like, I know. Like, I birthed her.
And we always end up matching and looking like our dogs.
Yeah.
Right?
People tell it, when I was blonde, people would tell us that we looked alike. And I was like, I could see it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, like me with my kitty, the tuxedo cat. I have the gray hair coming.
Yeah.
And it's like black and white, and people go, "Hey, you look like a tuxedo cat." I'm like, "Thank you."
People just on the street, like no context.
They're like, "Hey, you have a tuxedo cat, man." I'm like, "Yeah." Another thing is there anything else, let me see, about fashion? Anything else that because we talk a lot about fashion. We talk, we're always talking about it. Yeah. I'm sliding into those DMs once in a while and I ask you questions, but I think we could move on to another thing we bonded on, and I have my Gibson Les Paul here.
Yes.
Which is all you need is a Gibson Les now, and you're ready. And do you want to share I'm getting somebody's asking about Paul. What was the inspiration?
That's just my dad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's our listeners it's her dad.
Yes.
And our listeners are happy. Now our 59 subscribers are very happy. So I bring up the Les Paul because I remember you told me you loved Interpol.
Yeah.
And I have a certain thing with Interpol. So Paul Banks, the lead singer, rhythm guitarist, he's one of the only musicians, like a major band that plays this guitar.
Oh, really?
And he's played it's a Les Paul Custom.
Wow.
Black and white, and he's one of the only ones.
Yeah.
That uses this guitar.
They're cool, and I like this. It has like the pearl.
The pearl inlays.
Wow.
So that's his guitar, and he did the same thing as I did, which is he took all. It comes as gold. All the hardware is gold.
Oh, so you changed it to silver.
I changed it. Yeah, I changed it up. So yeah, Interpol. And so I remember you were telling me how much you love them.
Yeah.
You love a lot of music.
Yeah.
And Interpol being one of them.
Yeah.
And my favorite song, I'll give you my favorite song.
Yeah.
Come Here.
See. Oh, dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. No, I love them. They kind of have like the LA. They were actually, I'm so upset. I think they were playing the Hollywood Bowl like right when I moved here and I missed it. But I'm just like, ugh. And then I think Modest Mouse was playing too. They're another one of my favorite bands. But yeah.
My Chemical Romance. AFI.
Yeah.
I like any type of like vampire-y kind of music, like I wanna go to your face. I'm gonna live. You're like,
I feel like I'm listening to the song right now. Like, did you just play it? Because that sounded exactly like it.
That's just like a vampire. If you're going to like a vampire club where everybody's wearing black and
I feel like there's probably one of those out here.
Yeah, I think there's hundreds of them.
Yeah, probably. I would love to go. My dad's from Romania, Transylvania, so I mean, he would. I'll invite him. He'll love to go.
Yeah, we'll wear vampire clothes. But not vampire, but
like what's that guy's name? The vampire guy.
Nosferatu.
No. Not the actual guy. I don't know.
John Blanks.
No.
Some other music you're into. I know you love. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember. Okay. You like Eminem a little bit.
A little bit. He's my favorite.
He's awesome. Any other live music you've been seeing lately or going any places around LA?
I mean, I haven't really gone to any shows, unfortunately, lately. I want to change that, but I mean, I love all music. Like I love pop, like Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande, Interpol, Modest Mouse. I'm trying to think of like I feel like when
Lana
people
Del
ask
Rey.
me, I love Lana. She is a queen.
And I know you probably love The Weeknd.
I like him. I'm not like a huge fan. My coworker actually is like obsessed with him. But
yeah.
I love The Weeknd too, but I'm not like I know the song with Eminem, The Hills. Like,
Yeah,
so
and
good.
he actually did a collab, I think, with Lana Del Rey too.
Yeah.
He did, right?
Prisoner, yeah.
There's something about him. Somebody who's, because I'm not into, I'll listen to more metal and punk and stuff,
Yeah.
Rock music. But somebody's like, hey man, you got to check out The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I actually loved everything.
No,
that he
he's
does.
great. I mean,
I'm
he's
like,
really talented. I like him a lot.
so talented.
Yeah.
And like when you just appreciate good music, regardless if it's, you send me like a list of country songs that are great.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Did you
they're
listen to like
music.
Post Malone's album, The
Yeah.
Country? Like I
Yeah.
love him. I think
Yeah.
there's also a TikTok of this old guy in Beverly Hills that's like, I'm here with famous movie star, music star, and like he pans over, it's like Post Malone. It's like it's so funny.
He is the nicest person.
Yeah, he really is.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos of him.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
He goes up to fans and he's so genuine.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he like gives off he gets
He'll give you like the
shoes.
shirt off your back or something.
And
like,
he's
yeah.
so nice.
I know.
Or like overly nice. And I love nice people. I know it's not these days you got to be like an asshole and stuff, but
Yeah.
or something. I
No,
don't
but
know.
to be like his caliber of fame and success and talent and still be nice is like that speaks a lot to who he is. And
He's a good person, and,
Yeah.
and it goes a long way when you're really nice. Oh wow, we're already 20 minutes in. Unbelievable. It doesn't feel like it because we're having so much fun. We're
time
like, hey,
flies when you're having fun.
time flies when you're invested in Dogecoin.
Yes.
So you're in LA now. You
Yes.
came about a year ago, and I'm not going to do the same old question, which is, how do you like LA better or New York better? That's too easy. But what are some subtle differences that you see here in LA compared to back home?
I'd say definitely the fact that you have to drive a lot more here. Like, I'm going to compare it to New York because it's easier. Like New Jersey, you still have to drive. It's definitely more like a suburban town,
Yep.
but I'm just going to compare it to New York. I mean, driving is definitely something that I don't like. It's annoying. It's very large here, very spread out. New York is definitely smaller, at least Manhattan, but you have the outer boroughs as well. But also just I think the people out here, I have met some really, really nice, genuine people such as yourself or even more people. But a lot of the people that I'm friends with are not from here originally because I remember I went to this influencer event. It sounds like so like
Yeah.
LA thing, influencer
Yeah.
event. But I went up to this girl. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your skirt because that's just what I do. I like to go up to people and talk to them. I'll go up to an 80-year-old man and tell him I like a shirt. Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh. And I'm like, oh, like, I'll go fuck myself. It's fine. Like, okay. But like, I mean, like there's obviously exceptions to everything, but I think like a lot of the people that are like LA people that think they're like, oh, I'm from LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think like just like the driving but for the most part, I think it's kind of similar. Like there's like entertainment industry, modeling. It's definitely a lot of the same kind of things, but I think it'd be more different if I moved from like Idaho or something. That was
Right.
like a small town where I don't have anything. But here I like because if a concert's going to come here, it's going to be here. If they're going to have like a pop-up, it's going to be here. Like I saw Eminem for free the other night at the fight, the whatever boxing match.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
See, why don't I get notifications for those?
Because you're not like on his Instagram. You're not on Instagram.
I'm
so.
not. Yeah, I'm rarely on there. I should be. People are always, hey, I just saw this show, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Where do you find these things out?
I know you need to be.
I gotta be on like the Insta all day and
Yeah.
be like, okay, I gotta go to this show.
You just have to
this
make it a
show.
habit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know. Yeah, you were talking about LA traffic, LA driving. We measure things here on not distance but time.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Like, I learned it very quickly that like 1 mile is like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, it's only a mile away. I'll like hang out, get there, and then I type it into the map, and it's literally says like 20 minutes, and it's like down the street. I'm like, oh,
it's down the
good.
street. You could be going into like Hollywood and well, from here, Hollywood, it's not that bad.
No,
But,
like I live in West Hollywood, so it's not
yeah.
too bad. But still, like it even like you think it's a short distance, and there's stoplights, and there's also like homeless people in the middle of the road swinging their shirt.
Yeah.
You have those little delivery robots.
Oh yeah, I love those
Oh
little
my God,
delivery.
one of them got stuck in the middle of the road the other day. It made me so sad.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
I know.
Yeah, I saw one. I saw a bunch. I'm sure you've seen pictures of them.
Oh my God, it makes me sad. They're
Yeah, like
like
somebody
providing for
kicked
their
them.
family. Like,
And I'm like always thinking like, who's the guy?
Controlling
Somebody's
it.
controlling it. Like, is there a controller for each one of them going around?
I don't know. I've wondered. Speaking of robots, have you heard of the Waymo cars?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
went in one. It was so cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to try it. Is it a little bit more expensive? Same price?
It's like, I mean, I think it was like kind of the same price. It was like comparable to an Uber. But it picks you up certain areas. Like it can't, I don't know, like here, like if it'll pick you up directly in front of your house, it might pick you up like down the street. But it was still cool. Like I just played music and I was like, I feel kind of safe. Like, especially being a girl, you don't want to talk to like random weirdos in the car. Like,
I've been wanting to try it, just randomly calling it up and going, hey, let's just go to, I don't know, go down the block, the street or something.
Yeah.
And okay, so since we're already at 25, we're gonna break the record because all the guys were under 30 minutes. We might have to go over 30 minutes for this one.
Yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a certified yapper.
Yeah, we can actually make these. Maybe this could be the podcast that we say we're going hour-long episodes because podcasts are great for like background.
No, especially driving in LA, I put on my podcast all the time, and I listen to HYPNOPOD. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
I love them. They talk about true crime and stuff, and they're so funny. The guys, they'll be like, I don't know, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's fun. It's actually gives everybody a voice, which is what the world needs. Is everybody has opinions and stuff. Before you had one person on the radio, just giving their opinions, and
like Howard Stern
and stuff. Now I'm Howard Stern, guys.
Yeah. Oh everybody, my God, no, that's you don't want to say
I don't
that.
Want to. No, well, I'm the golden voice here when I talk really close to the microphone. I love how it sounds. Okay,
you could be like a voiceover dude.
I want to try to. That's actually a good something that I'd be interested in.
I always wanted to be like a voiceover artist for like The Simpsons or something.
Yeah, Simpsons.
Did you know Nancy Cartwright? I have like stream of consciousness too.
Yeah, it's great. No, it's great for the show.
Yeah. Did you know Sabrina Carpenter, right? The singer.
Yeah.
She's related to the voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright.
Oh, okay. Oh. And no,
no, it's just cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They're like, how close are we talking?
I think she's her aunt or something.
Her aunt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You're a fan of The Simpsons?
Who isn't?
Me.
Why do you like The Simpsons?
I've just never had. It's hard for me to watch cartoons, even though it's adult.
Yeah.
Even if it's like the most adult, I've never been able to.
Like you don't like King of the Hill.
I like the shows. I mean, I love The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. I love I love all these shows. I just can't watch it religiously.
I mean, The Simpsons is like 80 seasons too.
Yeah,
so it's
it's totally like. Is it ever going to end? Probably not.
Probably once like Homer dies and the voice actor.
They got to kill them off or so. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come in and they're going to keep it going because I think that it's become a cultural icon kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think that since we're already pushing on 30 minutes, 25 minutes already. So we're introducing a brand new, since you're the first female guest. And I don't even want to bring up female, male, because I believe in humans.
Yeah.
I believe we're all the same. No,
I may be the prettiest guest, but
I think, and I don't. It's gonna be hard to top, for sure.
Actually, no. I think Peach.
Peach is the first cryptocurrency Dogecoin beautiful girl. She's got a bow tie too on her back.
An ode to the tuxedo cat.
An ode to the tuxedo cat. Every time I try to put a bow tie on Kitty, he goes,
"Oh, catatonic."
I'm like, bro, it's just he just noticed. He goes like this.
Yeah,
weird,
I'm like, all right, like let's relax.
Yeah, he's like, bro. Okay, so we're gonna introduce a brand new segment. We're gonna, and if you want to veer off into a certain topic during any of these, you feel free.
Okay.
But we're gonna introduce, and you've seen this before on podcasts and interviews, 10 questions.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw 10 questions at you.
Okay.
And we're just going to see how it goes. And if it's popular, if our 59 subscribers like it.
They should submit questions.
They should submit questions. They should.
Yes.
Hold on. We have our first question. Does this even look like it's like I'm talking to somebody? This is so stupid.
Yeah, it's like
what am I
Tune
doing?
in Tokyo.
Okay. Yes. Okay, yes, we have our first question.
Okay.
We want to know your top 3 favorite movies of all time.
Okay. Probably Scarface, 8 Mile, and for the third, like Homeward Bound.
Okay, beautiful,
We got
beautiful
a
selection.
eclectic, yeah.
Very eclectic. Do you ever listen to Eclectic Radio, NPR?
No, but this actually reminds me of that. It's like my uncle does when he's cooking, and I'll go in the thing, and he's like, "This is NPR, and we're talking about the cicadas that are entering the forest." Like it's like they sound like you. Actually, that's what you
Yeah.
sound like to me, NPR.
Yeah, the NPR. I don't know what kind of microphones or sound people they have.
Yeah.
It always sounds awesome.
Yeah, they sound like very ASMR. Like I don't even care
Yeah.
what they're talking
Yeah.
about, but it's very like
Yeah.
pleasant to listen to.
I'll turn it up. Like I'm in my car. I'm like,
Yeah.
morning becomes eclectic. We are here. We're gonna play songs
Yeah.
from.
No, but I
some
feel like there's
name.
not even songs. It's just them talking.
Yeah, they're just talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll go politics. They'll just go like veer off into politics and then go straight into like some cool music that you
Yeah.
never heard.
No, I love
okay.
it.
We have question number 2.
Yes.
Your favorite city to visit in the world, could be in the United States, anywhere in the world.
Somewhere that I've been.
Somewhere you've been, yeah.
I really like Seoul.
Seoul,
Yeah.
Korea. And did you go there for work, photo shoot?
No, but I was just there for pleasure. But hopefully I go back because people tell me that I'd be very successful in Asia.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to go. I've never been
Yeah.
down to Korea or even China, Japan would be nice.
Yeah.
And Thailand, all those.
Back to Peach's homeland of Japan.
You ever? Oh, you little cutie. You ever been to Japan or?
No,
or-
I want to go next year, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
So, China, Japan, maybe Korea again. We'll see.
Korea. That would be so nice.
Yeah.
Get some. What do you call it?
K barbecue. We love K barbecue.
Oh my God! This
We
is
were
the.
talking
You know
about
we're in the
this.
Mecca.
Yes.
Here, yeah.
So good. I never had it before I came to LA, and I was like, "This is like honestly life changing."
It's life changing. Yeah.
So good, and all you can eat. And like I was telling my cousin about K barbecue, and she's like, "I love it because you get all the sides."
Yeah, all those little sides like
Yeah.
kimchi.
It's like a
and
whole
all that
meal,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm not a fan of kimchi, but I like all that stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like everybody, my buddies all like kimchi,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's all you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I never allow anybody to put kimchi in my refrigerator.
Oh, doesn't it explode too because it's fermented?
Probably, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Kombucha,
it just
too.
stinks.
No, it smells good.
I don't know.
That was not pee. That was her mouth.
I think there we might have had an accident over there.
Where? Oh my god! I'm sorry.
It's all right. We'll clean that up. We have wood floors. Doji, Peachy. I'm not going to call you Dogecoin anymore. Okay, you're Peach. You're Peach.
I
Do you like?
apologize
It's
sincerely.
all good. It's all good. Do you prefer? Getting back to KBBQ.
Yes.
This is 10 questions. It's going to turn into 100.
30 questions.
30 questions.
Yeah.
Do you prefer when they come and move the meat around for you, or do you like to do it yourself?
I am not a good chef, so I prefer who I'm with to do it, or at Agassi Gopchang. Have you ever been there? It's like a famous kind of one. Also, I don't vape. That's like
I
one
vaped.
thing.
I did one. I had to like do one. I tried not to do it. I know that's part of the show though.
Yeah.
So I have to do at least one.
You should make like a little vape hour.
Vape hour. Alex needs his nicotine fix. Yeah, I like doing it myself. Yeah. Just okay. Let's get on to let's see another question. Your top 3 favorite pizza toppings.
I'm boring. Just cheese. No, I guess pepperoni and probably like sausage or salami.
Sausage and salami. All right. You're like a 4-cheese Asiago or something.
Yeah, but also, have you had Prince Street pizza?
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
What's your pizza toppings?
Oh, definitely pepperoni,
Yes.
sausage,
Yes.
and don't hate me, people. Pineapple.
Ew. I've never tried that, but it just sounds disgusting.
It
Like
is-
Hawaiian pizza.
It's life changing. You have to have. I don't always have to have
like
it, but
life
I'll take
changing, like I'll become suicidal.
it. I'm part of the pineapple topping pizza topping.
I'm gonna go.
Pineapple pizza topping coalition.
Oh, okay. You're the only member.
I'm the only member. I'm. You know, this anti-pineapple hate in the world needs to.
I
we
like
need to fight.
pineapples, just not on pizza.
All right. Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
Okay. More kimchi for me, more pineapple pizza for
I'll
you.
trade you a pineapple. I'll take pineapples in my refrigerator at least.
Okay.
So let's get to something you're more familiar with. Who is your Okay, what am I trying to say here? Your supermodel. Let's see. Your supermodel spirit animal.
Cara Delevingne.
Okay, I don't know.
If you've Googled her, you've probably seen her. She has like really thick eyebrows. She's really nice. I've met her a few times, and like, again, like similar to what we were saying about The Weeknd, she's so nice and so down to earth and like really crazy, and like I love her. She's
And
great.
can you say her name again so our listeners don't step on it? Our listeners can look her up.
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne. Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna.
She
look
was
her
the
up.
Enchantress in Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I should know that, but
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. Everybody.
No, but like you've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you're like, oh, okay.
Now I know.
I guarantee if you see a photo of her, you'll be like, oh, that's her. But like like Kate Moss, Naomi Campbell. Also, another model that I really love is Susan Holmes. She's married to Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
she's really cool. She's really beautiful.
I love Duff. I'm a big fan of Duff.
Yes.
Saw them live multiples of times.
Guns N' Roses or Velvet Revolver?
Oh, Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Velvet Revolver was pretty good too. Those years were good.
Yeah.
So, what is this is another question. This is not. What is the worst fashion trend of all time?
Crocs.
Crocs.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And those, what's even worse is when people put those
Gibbets.
those little things in them. Oh my goodness. Just, I'm not even.
I mean, I feel like Crocs are only good if you're like below the age of 5. Like if you're a child with Crocs, it's cute. You're like, oh, you're,
I'm happy to say that I've never
owned a pair.
Owned a pair of Crocs,
Okay.
and I hope
You're wearing the Adidas Boosts.
I'm wearing these. Are they the Boosts? I'm not really sure.
They look like them.
I didn't know. Maybe. Okay, this is not a fashion question, but what are some of the most important things, qualities a person could have, just generally?
I'd probably say honesty, compassion, empathy, and I think love for animals. If you don't like animals, I don't like you.
It tells you a lot about a person.
100%.
Yeah, if you do any.
Even just the way you are, like Peach, I think like had a small accident and you're like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, because I have a lot of friends bring their pups, and there's lots of accidents.
Yes, but I apologize again.
No problem at all.
Okay,
no
if you
problem
wanna
at
go
all. We are
outside,
very
you might need to
inclusive. Okay, we're at question number 5 or 6 right now. So, we have another question from.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to ask her that. No.
What's the?
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, next caller, please.
Okay.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Well, besides Eminem, which is like a given. Let me think. Maybe like Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is cool.
Because he rides Harleys too.
He rides Harley, yeah.
Also like BTS, you know BTS?
BTS, yeah, K-pop.
Yeah, Jungkook from BTS.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah. They have some good.
Who's your celebrity crush? Oh, also, if I had to pick a girl, like Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mine, of course, is I've always had a thing for Keira Knightley.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's, I don't know what, just something about Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
So, next question. You can, even though you're not, you might get into acting one day, but if you could be on any show in the world, or whatever show, a show, which show would you be on?
It's a good question. Probably maybe like Sons of Anarchy.
Awesome show.
Or The Sopranos.
Sopranos is good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Or something dumb like Selling Sunset or something.
Selling Sunset's so awesome. I watched that because I'm getting into real estate myself.
Yeah.
I'm getting my license right now.
Oh, wow.
So I it's really tough studying that stuff. It's so hard to read.
Yeah, I know, and you have to. It's like a lot. I looked into getting my license, and it's like a whole. It's not just like one and done. It's like you have to take the exam and know like everything about the house.
Yeah,
like,
I'm 3 months into my studies, and I'm taking a couple weeks off right now because it was just too much. Here's a completely different question.
Yes.
You could choose to live in a cabin in the woods versus a ranch or a farm.
Farm, because animals.
Oh, animals, yeah. And what kind of animals would you have?
I would have dogs. She made Dogs, horses, cows, sheep.
Okay, and we'll do one more last question.
Yes.
Because Peach needs to go out.
Yes,
And
I apologize.
no worries, meet my kitty.
Yes,
and they
yes.
could go play. I have a big yard too in the back. Okay, last question.
Yes.
What is the best decade of fashion?
I really like the 60s, like the mini skirts and the tall boots. And I think it was like a very different time for women. They were becoming more free and like more individual with their style. And I love that. But I think all decades are really cool. Maybe the only one that I don't like is like maybe like, it's not that I dislike the 80s, but the 80s was very like Aquanet and like neon and like spandex, and which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's like very like kind of like camp versus like a, a different decade of maybe like the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I like 60s mod.
Yeah, exactly.
Fashion.
Wait,
It's
you
like-
have a photo of Twiggy. So
yeah,
it's kind of
Twiggy.
the vibe.
I got Twiggy in the music room.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that we can conclude there because Peach really needs to go outside.
Yes.
And you probably see on the wide cam, she's doing the thing. Well, thank you, Marina.
Yes, thank you,
for
Alex.
being here and answering my text when I asked you to if you wanted to join and be part of HYPNOPOD 5.
Yes.
If there's anything you want to plug, your Instagram or anything like that, or you want to have some last words, I always let our guests have the last word. And then you're like, no, I just want to go out. I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, make sure to subscribe. So we have more than 59 subscribers here at HYPNOPOD. But also my Instagram is @Marina, PMOY. That's Playmate of the Year, because when I moved here, I wanted to be in Playboy, but Hugh Hefner has since passed and it's not going to happen anymore. But I keep the dream alive.
You got to keep the dream alive. And
Yes.
with that, we will say goodbye, bid ye adieu,
Yes.
and keep watching and like and subscribe and all that stuff. And we are out. Thank you, everybody.